My name's Mr. Cassidy, and I've been invited today to talk to you about health and safety and fire safety. I just want to bring your attention first of all to this picture of a student. Obviously, she was, got back from a night out, and chip hand. Obviously, spat in the face, and now obviously she's scarred. So it's just always try and help us. We've got important calls, so we can't obviously always come to these small fires. So if you can help yourself and help us, just be careful, just be aware of that. Safety first. I just will point out, this is my pager. This is what all firemen have on us. This is just for an emergency. If it does go off, I'm going to have to shoot it off, guys. So I do apologise. Okay. I work for the Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service. Okay, these are just some leaflets I'll give out at the end. These are just some important parts with safety. Obviously, we have different colours for different fires, but this one is just for this will be for just water-based fire. So you would use the water for just wood. You'd never use it for any kitchens without the foam, which would be the black one. It's just as simple as pass, and it's just pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, have your section back, squeeze, hold the trigger, and just sweep to the side until the fire is. It's always, if you can tackle the fire yourself, then it would be really helpful for us. If it is out of control, then the fire alarm will be pulled off, and then we'll be straight there. This is just a demonstration. Now, the chap in the picture, there's quite a sad story to this. 2 days before we took this picture, we just did a demonstration near a school. Fortunately, we were tackling a fire at a house, and I was feeding the hose through the house, and I was making sure that there was a clear way for all the firefighters to get upstairs. And we had to tackle the fire on top of the roof because there was a problem, because the fire started going off into the other buildings, and if it obviously catches on to the other house, then we're going to have big problems. And while he was working at the top, the actual roof collapsed, so he fell off the roof and landed on his feet, but he was in the paratroops in the army, and that's what we think saved his life, really. He still landed on his feet, broke his legs, broke his nose, broke his ribs. This is just obviously, because I know obviously you guys are in the university, but this is just a school. It's still just the same simple ones, not overloading your plugs and making sure that everything is always checked. If you do notice anything wrong, then please notify one of your tutors. So, I've only ever been to one tragedy where we went to a house fire, and unfortunately we got there and we tried to help and we tried to get everyone, but a small child was trapped inside and died in the fire, which obviously as a firefighter, it's not all glamour that you see on TV. People just think it's go in there, be the hero, get the victim, but it's not like that. It's a very dirty, messy, sweaty job. Once you finish the fire, you don't just get to go straight home. You have to go back to the fire station, clean all your equipment, and if you say you've been to a fire all night, the last thing you want to do if you've been at a fire for 8 hours is clean all your equipment. And obviously, once we had this fire and that on your brain as well, it's very difficult to sleep after that, and try and get yourselves in that mind frame of you want to save this person's life, and you're there and it's your job, and you can't save the person's life. And it's really important that wherever you are, I've been many a times. It is quite amusing. With the beeper, it's going off. I was actually getting my hair cut once, and I had to shoot straight off. So half my hair was cut. I was in the takeaway, but luckily, because it was my local takeaway, she said to me, "Don't worry, I'll keep it warm," so I could run out. But it was ruined when I got back. So it's not always. So there are funny sides to the job. They're the sides, and but we do great charity work as well, which is great fun. I remember when I had a fuller moustache, I shaved off one side for charity, and it was quite weird because you stand at the window. I know you've got to laugh. It's just obviously for the charity work. So obviously you're standing there in the queue, like we're at Asda, and got this side shaved, and just there you turn around to pay, and you've got this like Freddie Mercury bit still of a moustache at the side. That's just sort of the great things that we like to do for charity. We did it at the race course. We made horses, and I made my horse, and I spent weeks and weeks making this horse, but didn't think that it looked great, it looked fantastic, but it was too heavy. So I came last, and that's quite embarrassing because I was running and running with this made horse out of one of those, you know, the plastic drums, and made the hat and the head and the straps. So it was a good day out as well. When you do go, when I just point out, when you do go on a call, there's 5 discs that you all have to do, and it's quite amusing because you're all running in and you're scrambling away. There's only 5 wooden discs. There's only 5 wooden discs. You can't get the first one because I'm not qualified to drive the 500. Second one is for the fire safety. So there's only 3 that you can get, and there's always a mad dash. But it's again, I'd say it does have its perks, obviously, on there. But I'm just going to obviously leave. Thank you.
Nicky.
Nicky.